So Keith and Travis, how you guys doing?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Ready to get this shindig going?
Yeah, all right, man. Well, let's give it maybe the proverbial minute, right?
Yeah, give some people
Yeah.
time to file in.
We
It
know how
looks
the
like it's,
channel is.
but
You know how
I
the
say the
channel
attendee list
is.
is growing. People are joining.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you're looking at that, Travis. You give me a thumbs up when I think it's time to kick it off.
I'd say 102. Just do a hard start.
Okay. Getting there. We're getting there.
Thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate it. Excited
Yeah, we're
to
looking
let you guys in on all that we're doing.
all the secrets going to be revealed
Yeah.
yeah,
today, right?
very exciting time. Very
Oh
exciting.
boy, you guys came at the right time, getting all the secrets. All right, let's get this going. Hey everybody, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to us drone on you about some exciting news here. Today's installment of Metro Wireless webinar series that we've been running for a couple of years now is focused on the big news that happened about 2 months ago as we speak here, and that's Metro Wireless acquiring Volli Communications. I am Paul Esquini, the Vice President of Sales here at Metro. Been in the business, as some of you know, for 30 years. And joining me today are my two newest friends, Travis, I'm going to say this right, brother, Knut.
You
He's our
got
vice president.
it.
I was going to say
Yeah,
Canetti, but I don't want to be
deep
that guy.
news.
But I was vice president of our of partner development, and Keith Madden, channel manager extraordinaire. So let's get right into this, guys. Thanks for joining and sharing your insights too. So, all right, hey, little quick agenda. You all could read that, but really today is focused on, who's, what was the reason behind it? What does Metro Wireless bring to the table? What does Volley bring to the table? Why does that matter to you, our partner community? Uh, what's going to change, right? That's what we're always worried about, right? Nobody likes change. So let's talk about that. So we'll go through a few examples, and then at the end we'll have time for a little Q&A session. As you have realized so far, you can't talk to us right now because your microphones are muted. Any difficulties, technical wise, etc., don't come to me because I'm not the guy, but Ebe is our guru on that. So there's his email address. Any questions that you have, comments, please, we welcome them. This doesn't have to be a drone on you, although you can't really talk back to us, but you know what I mean. Pop those questions in the Q&A window during the presentation. I think there's a chat thing too as well that Travis is looking at. So we'll do our best to get to those. And of course, I know the question usually comes up, maybe the first one, hey, are y'all going to record this and send it to us? The answer is yes, we are. So let's get right into it. Again, thank you so much for taking time out. This is Metro Wireless's third acquisition to date and the largest one. So really exciting. And I'll just tell you a little sneak peek. It's already proved the benefits on cross-selling. So I think, Travis, you're the man. Let's go get them.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody. I'm very, very excited to be here. Some of you guys know who we are at Volli Communications. Just a quick who we are. So we started in the industry in 2009, started in the on-prem space and slowly built up a wholesale product and eventually got into cloud and got into channel in about 2021. And yeah, the rest of that story is, we grew up and we grew up in the channel here. Got to meet everybody, make connections, start growing our product. In the earlier days, there were instances where there was products that we were missing out on. It was causing some deals to get lost, and so yeah, a big issue with a lot of these customers is they want a single contract. They want one organization that can hammer both their voice traffic, but not only that, their data, their SD-WAN, wireless backup, Starlink, whatever it is. And so this acquisition really brings those two, kind of at a head. now with Metro Wireless and Volli joining forces. That's what we give the customers. Now we've got one throat to choke for basically everything that you'd need in the Volli and Metro stack, both voice and security. This acquisition makes me really excited because I knew the Metro team before it was acquired by Tyler Hoffman. Was able to develop friendships with them. We've done a couple offsites with them, so the teams have always been friendly with each other, working together. And Tyler messaged me one day and said, "Hey, let's make this official." And when you get a call from one of your friends with a fun adventure ahead of so we were really excited to combine those forces. And just a quick story, that's kind of how that came about. Two organizations with very, very strong products finally coming together, and being able to offer that through one organization for all of our customers in the channel and everywhere else. I think we're ready for the next one, Eve or Paul.
Oh,
yeah, like I said, this is going to bring us into one single trusted provider. You can come, if SIP is what you need, we have that. If Starlink is something that you're needing for multiple locations, DAS, cellular, all of that, eFax with us, you can get it all with us now. It really is a combined powerhouse of two very mature teams, multiple very mature products. With the Volli team, we've been in the business since 2009, so you're getting 15 plus years of just UC excellence. We've got the best in the house when it comes to voice, and then now we get to tie on top of that all of the great products for Metro Wireless, offering up just a lot more avenues for all of our partners to get some market share, get new customers, and having there be less confusion, because I know a lot of partners out there right now are going with multiple products. I mean, it happens all the time. Another thing that I'm really excited about is anybody that is with Volli now, how our customer support is. I like to tell people that our porting and our support team is our shining star, and this just takes it to the next level. We've been able to expand the team. Cross training is allowing us to have even more people, even more hands-on, more eyes on, just to make sure things aren't missed. And it gives the partners that ability to scale. Great for VARs, partners, everybody. It's giving that extra bit of ammunition that some of the partners need when they go into a lot of these customers. So it's two great combined teams. Really excited to see what we're able to do this year. We just had our first combined company offsite this beginning of this week, and I can tell you both sides, everybody's rearing to go, and we are excited to deliver for the telco community.
Yeah. So, Paul, I just wanted you to be aware that Travis said, our strong suit is the porting. That is my department, Paul. Just wanted to let everyone know that
I saw the crown. I saw the crown
there. I mean, my shoulders are big. I can hold it, Paul. I can carry
it. My man.
Someone deflate his head.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, let me have my moment wherever I can grab them. So as Travis was saying, I'm on the side of the operations, the sales and operations side. And on the porting, one of the big parts of that is we have direct carrier relationships. So we don't have anyone in the middle on that side. We work with them directly. We have direct contact with them. So that does make a big difference. And then also, too, a lot of everyone would know that the 911 is not something that's separated. With us, you come on, the E91 is already part of that. That's not an extra cost. That's not something else you have to sign on to. And then on the global side, I mean, everyone here knows, there are some areas that may be a little more difficult. And with our carriers, we've worked that process out to help you guys get through that and hit the areas that we can hit and make that as easy as we possibly can. And then with the human touch, or the U.S. based humans, as it says, white glove. In a lot of areas, you'll see white glove with the partners or the brokers, and maybe a little lacking on the part with the customer, or you'll see the white glove on the customer side and the brokers seem, a little lost in the process. And one thing that I'm proud of with Volli Communications is we white glove with the partner and we white glove with the customer. So we make the process on the onboarding side as easy as we possibly can with our portals. And then we also have portals with our customers. So they're setting up their 911s, they go through their portals, do whatever they need to do. And we try to do white glove to the fact of, once that customer is part of this process, and that onboarding process is beginning, you don't just get one person in porting or maybe one person in billing or customer service. You get the whole team. So when something's coming in and there's a question, or if there's anything that you need to work on, you just don't get one person. You'll get 5, you'll get 6 or 7 that will come to that question and work on that as fast as they possibly can. So that's one thing that I'm really proud of on the Volli side, and that in our porting process, in our onboarding process, and our customer service process. So I don't know if we want to go to the next slide. Maybe I'm talking too much, so just let me know. Hey, Mike Red, nice to see you. Good to see you, buddy. So really just real fast, the 3 things that we flagship Volli Communication on is Volli Connect, which is the SIP trunk side. That's mostly your on-prem, and then your Volli Direct, which is Teams routing, and then the Volli Business, which is a UCaaS cloud platform that we. One thing about that too is, again, on the onboarding side of that is the customer gives us all the information and we put everything into the system for them and walk them through that process. At any point in time, we will have multiple meetings or demos or whatever needs to be done with the broker, with the customer. And you have a Volli person like myself, a manager that will start with you at the quote or the demo, and that person will be with you all the way through the end. So all the way up to the porting, to the billing, you have that one person, that one touch type of thing. And I know that means so much to everyone to have that, because, in any process, nothing's perfect. But if you have that one person contact and you can use the portals and use the information that you need to do and use that ticketing system and get those teams, but you still have that one person you can count on, that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference to everyone that's involved. And that's what we like more than anything else, is to make sure the white glove is covered, not just the customer, but also to the partners and to the brokers as well. Our job is to make sure this is smooth transition. And if anything does come up, our team is there 24/7 to cover all those questions. And, there's a lot of times I don't know the answer. I am old. You guys can see the white beard here. By the way, hello, Hope, which is my granddaughter. I told you I'd bring that in.
I just won $5.
Yeah. Poppy loves you, just so you know. That's all matters in this meeting for me. I'm just kidding. But I mean, really, that's it in a nutshell of what Volli brings, what we represent. I will say this about this merger. Probably in the accounts that we've worked together, 80% have said it's really great because, Volli does this really well. But now that I can bring other parts into this from Metro Wireless, it's great that I can just come to you guys. And there's not just one team, now you have 15 teams, that can help bring in whatever needs to be done in that situation that you're in. So I think it's very exciting. And I know if I was a broker on the outside looking in, this would be the place I would come to, because I know these guys can, out of 20 things, they're going to hit 21. because if they don't have it right then, they will figure it out and get it done. And that's exactly what we do. And I see that on both sides, and I'm really excited about what's going to take place. So I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
and to any of the partners and customers out there, more on what Keith's talking about with the white glove. We like to consider ourselves architects. So if you already have been dealing with Volli and love that architect approach that we take, get ready for things to get even better. So
Well done,
go ahead,
Carlos. Well done.
Keith. You can go on to the products now.
Yeah, I'll get going. All right, so here we go. So for those of you coming over here from the Volli relationship and not really sure who the heck is Metro Wireless, right? So as you can see, we're based out of Detroit. We began our wireless journey, if you will, as a WISP, a traditional wireless ISP, back in over a decade ago for sure, and continue that to this day. We are a wireless engineering firm, right? Which is different than your dad's cellular backup internet for, $20 a month, right? Every aggregator out there will fight for that, but that's not engineering it. It's just, here you go. Here's a quote. When it comes to the channel, we are solely focused on the channel for new customer logos, right? And we do have some existing customers in Detroit that come back to us and upgrade and buy new services. Maybe they're going to be buying some of the Volli services moving forward, right? We've already had some really good success. I think Travis is going to talk about at least one of them, where we cross-sell both sets of products. So, but really, I'd like you to keep in your mind, we'll get to the next slide, but all things wireless, and I'll do the old, except we're not a cell carrier. We're not providing cell phone minutes, tablets. We're not selling those. Not there's anything wrong with that. Plenty of companies out there do it. But again, our claim to fame is what we do. We keep investing in the back office here for both customer success. I'm actually tripling that group as we speak, and our tech support group, so that we can continue to provide. You've heard white glove a few times, even on the support side, white glove support, where our average wait time is significantly under 30 seconds. That one of your customers is not going to be talking to a chatbot, but they'll be talking to one of our techs, one of our engineers, who he or she is going to work your trouble ticket to resolution all the way through. So we've enjoyed great satisfaction from our clients that stay with us for about 62 months is the average. But you keep hearing this white glove. I mean, white glove is our thing for installations. White glove onboarding, you're hearing that from the Volli guys. That's not going away. None of that's changing. Again, it's only getting better as we keep cross-trading both sides of the house. Right. Yep. So, hey, listen, Starlink is we became a certified authorized solution provider of Starlink a little over 2 years ago. Today, we've successfully installed nearly 800 Starlink instances globally. God, I had one installed in Brisbane, Australia, and now that solution, because it's one of our portable internet solutions, it's now in Perth, Australia. We recently had a very successful installation in Monterrey, Mexico. So geography is no limitation for us. And Volli, I think you heard that earlier, their global reach as well for their services. I'm going to say it, Travis, another synergy between the two companies. Somebody just won some money on that one, right? And then since our inception, we have been a peplink shop for our router and hardware equipment. It's fantastic. It's rugged. It can be outdoor. It's unbelievable. So anyway, bring your Starlink to us. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But as I mentioned earlier, all things wireless, right? I would tell you, you guys can read. I don't need to teach you how to read here. Where we really shine in the channel where no one is doing it. And I will say that we were on a call with the TSD Travis about 2 weeks ago, and they had mentioned that there's really nobody that in the channel that can actually deliver, wait for it, a true bonded solution, right? So I don't know if you can all see me, but imagine stacking multiple Starlinks. Oh, let's take a step back. So a single Starlink, what is it giving you? About 150 meg down. A single 5G, again, depending on signal strength, maybe 120 megabits per second down, right? Well, in today's day and age, Companies are buying a gig like it's nothing, like it was 10 meg 10 years ago, right? They're buying 2 gig, 5 gig connections, and 150 meg isn't going to support that if there's an issue, right? So they want more bandwidth. I'm dealing with an MDU, right, apartment building in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and the carriers got a 2 gig internet connection and nothing for backup. There's no coax, there's nothing, and they want as close to a gig as possible. And we can deliver that. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples, right? We either bond multiple Starlinks, multiple cellular, or any combination of both of those, right, to deliver those speeds that that particular client needs, whether it's for a primary connection or a backup, 300, 400 meg, 600 meg, 800 meg, up to a gig. I've got a solution in Rhode Island, and it's for a television broadcasting company. It's a Bond X2, right? So that means 2 circuits. One is Starlink, one is unlimited 5G. And that customer is enjoying 338 megabits per second download by 77 megabits per second upload. I mentioned before the speeds of what those would be individually. And just taking duct tape and wrapping cables together isn't going to double your speed. So there's technology behind that. We've got an AI research firm out of Boulder, Colorado. They have a Bond X2 solution. It happens to be dual 5Gs, unlimited, no metering, and they're enjoying 410 megabits per second down by 108 megabits per second upload. And next month, we are installing a Bond X6. So we've got 6 circuits. I believe my guy's not on here. I think it's 4 5Gs with 2 Starlinks. So in this example, when you start mixing a Starlink and cellular, boy, you get some diversity and redundancy just in case one of those type of technologies goes down. So sky's the limit for that. Bring those opportunities to us. And we'll show you what we can do. Again, nobody's doing that in the channel. We're delivering all of these services if needed with static IP addresses. We are, like I said, a WISP with our own ARN, our own ASN. I'll tell you a couple other areas right now that have really been growing, especially this year, is DAS, distributed antenna system, right? That's fancy for cell signal boosting. And think of these new buildings that are coming up, right? I almost feel like I want to be a new building chase, ambulance chaser, and find out who's ever installing LED windows, because unintended consequence of those super high energy efficient windows, cellular doesn't penetrate that. So we've got solutions around that, and we're seeing a huge uptick there. I'm going to stop with that because I could drone on forever about individual products, and I'm seeing the chat box is getting really full. We want to get to those. So I think this one's still me, right? Or is
Yes.
this one you? Okay. All right. Hey, we talked earlier, right? White glove. It was crazy to hear how often these guys at Volli say the same thing, have the same mantra and mindset about customer first, partner first. We're carrier agnostic. So when it comes to cellular, I'll give an example. We sell a 5G solution. We're providing 2 different carrier SIMs. One's hibernated. And just in case we need to troubleshoot and shut off the first one, we can turn on the other one remotely and keep your customer up and running. So unlimited SIM, right? Single SIMs. Man, it's unbelievable here. We didn't talk about it here, but portable internet, mobile internet, right? And I don't mean mobile in terms of cellular. I'm talking about Starlink mini dishes onto telehealth, mammography vehicles, those sorts of things. We're seeing a huge uptick in that. And then we're the only one in the chat. I love doing the only, right? And I'll bump my chest on it all day long. We're the only one in the channel that are custom building rugged, weatherproof cases, portable cases with internet, Starlink, cellular, Wi-Fi capability. One of my guys has got one quoted where the Wi-Fi access point's got 1,500 feet radius around wherever this case is. So unbelievable job site Wi-Fi for those of you that like the construction industry. First responders like it too. Hit us up if you have questions about that, and we can show you some pictures of 3 different ones that we've built for customers this year too. All right, is that you, Trav?
Yep. So again, guys, just talking about the combined power of what this does is it brings everything that Paul talked about, everything that Keith and I talked about, and brings it into one main contact point. Again, on the Volli side, so we've got Volli Connect, which is SIP trunking. We've got Volli Direct, which is our Teams product, and then we have got Volli Business, which is our UC product, which is a NetSapiens build. So we bring that mixed in with everything that you just heard Paul talk about, and it gives a really, really great attack for pretty much any customer that you're looking at. Keith, do you want to give a quick overview of one of those customers that we've already kind of interacted with on both sides and closed? Because I know that we've already closed a couple, correct?
Yeah. For which side again? I'm sorry.
No, you want to talk about Oshkosh?
Oh,
About Oshkosh?
Yeah. Well, there are yeah, in the process, like I said, it's we want to make sure everything is up and running and going, but at that point where we just say, here's some of the other opportunities, here's some of the things we have in that process. Yes. It was the elevator. They, it's some old POTS lines and they need some help in regards to that. And while we're in that process, they asked about that, and Paul stepped in. Paul, I think it was like next day we had a discussion with them, and they were very excited about the process and how it was going to work together. And like I said, it was instantaneous, and it wasn't something to where they have to just go out and get another contract or another agreement or something else. It was all packaged into one thing and gave it to them. So yes, they're very excited, and that's a process that's probably going to be, they were probably looking at 90 days and we can do it in 30. So they're very excited.
And to piggyback off of one of Paul's slides about, how fast our knock is, that goes for everything across the board. And, we are very quick to get the customer what they need, get it to them fast so that they can make a decision. And now we're just able to do that more efficiently, more optimization in our product line. So think quickness, think being concise, and getting everything taken care of for our partners. And then so the partners can take care of everything the customer needs.
Right. Yeah. Our job is to make you brokers look good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's right. That's
yeah.
right. So,
everybody, the term customer experience is thrown out a lot. And obviously you want the customer to have a good experience, but what we've really tried to focus on at Volli, and I know that the team over at Metro has done the same thing, is the PX side, the partner experience. Your customers are going to have a horrible experience if you have a horrible experience. So that's the name of the game for us. Make it easy for the partners to just go out and do what they need to do.
Right.
Awesome. All right. So let's the next slide. I don't know if we want to go into we put some questions that we've been getting from you all. And I know again I saw the chat thing blowing up.
Yeah, so I've got a couple Q&As from the chat. So this one is from Mark. This is definitely a Keith question. How does the acquisition affect Volli's 40 voice product?
Nothing at all. Nothing is changing. Everything in that relationship stays the same. Contacts stay the same. Products stay the same. There's not any changes whatsoever. Again, the part of it is everything will be great with on the 40 side. But now there's some other opportunities. If something does come up, you have a place to stop it and ask some questions in regards to, hey, how this customer has this question. Is this something you can help with? So it's more of an addition.
Mark, Keith is still, organizing all that. So, he's built a great team over the past several years, and now he's getting augmented with, some more help. So it's only good things from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So next one, Paul, this one will be for you. This is from Chris in chat. Do you do the maritime version of Starlink?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
The only well, I could go with a long answer, but that's the answer. I mean, the only thing that we are excluded from selling is on airplanes, aircraft. That
okay.
That's it.
And then this is another one for Paul. Is BGP supported with the multiple internet provider solutions?
Again, short answer, yes. Long answer, happy to get you on a call with the IT guys so I can stay out of my swim lane, stay in my swim lane. I want to
Yeah.
know who sent that one. Who was that?
That was Mike.
All
Mike
right, Mike,
Redden.
I'm coming for you, Mike.
Hey, Mike's a good guy. Mike's a good guy.
Yeah, and so the questions that we got from some of our partners, when this acquisition was happening, we reached out to most of our very large partners. We wanted to get their feedback and help ease that. So just some of the questions are Volli services staying as is, or are things changing? Volli services are staying as is.
Right.
We've built a really great voice stack. Metro has built a very great wireless stack. So it's a perfect merging of both of them. Yeah. So how does support work now that the two teams are combined? Like we have gone on and on and on. Support is just bolsters now. We've got the great aspects of our team now mixed with all the great aspects of Metro's team. Like I said, we have more eyes on. There's a lot more people behind the scenes now that can help. So I would just expect. How does the support work now? It's going to get better. Let's say that if it was already great, somehow it's going to get better. Who do partners bring opportunities to, and what does that process look like? Same as before. You'll still reach, if you're with one of the TSDs, you're still going to reach out to your contacts there. There's not really going to be much that changes on that. So, Paul, do you want to, since the other ones are more Metro specific on the right side, you want to tackle those?
Sure thing. So, do existing Volli and Metro Wireless customers keep their current contacts? Absolutely. How you're doing business yesterday, how you do business tomorrow with us. So we're starting to consolidate some areas. You'll see on the next slide where you can send, that'll hit all of us in sales, an email distro, but it will say at Metro Wireless. But other than that, if you're used to going to Keith today, go to Keith tomorrow. If you're used to going to Joe, keep doing what you're doing. Same thing with the TSDs. All right, next one. Can Metro partners start selling Volli services immediately and vice versa, right? Answer is yes, of course. Bring it to your current relationship. And we've already created a teaming scenario on the back end and our end where if I need to bring somebody in that is voice specific, I'm bringing in one of these guys. If they want to bring one of us in from the wireless side, that's voice wireless, we team it that way. So just go to your regular contact and request what you're looking for, and we will all hands on deck for that. Let's see, what new collateral quoting paths and partner enablement tools are coming? Absolutely, you'll start seeing that again. The Volli people start seeing some of the Metro wireless information, and the Metro Wireless relationships will start seeing the Volli thing. So those are all coming. I will say one thing that we do a really, really good job, and we're very open for this, of course, is a lot of you out in the partner community would like to do co-marketing, right? So we'll take our PDFs, right? And we'll brand it with you guys on there as well. So just again, bring that to us as what you want. Not sure if everyone knows that, but now you do. Come to us, and we love to do that for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul, can I jump in real quick?
Yes, sir.
I was just going to say one thing I do really appreciate is with Fadi and Tyler is their timing and their patience. This is two companies coming together, and how they're approaching everything is, let's not make a bunch of moves and everyone is, where do we go? They're taking the time and they're looking towards how do we improve it? How do we make this better? To where we're all one big family, but in the right time, in the right frame. So I do want to just shout out. No, I'm not looking for a raise or anything, Paul. But I just,
how you get a raise, sell more, right?
At some point, ice cream would be fine. But no, I just wanted to throw out to those guys and to everyone listening is, they're very intuitive in the fact that they're taking their time with this, doing it the right way, to make sure that it's a great products now, but it's going to be really great. And that's their goal, is to just keep improving it. So thank you both.
Yeah, well, hey Keith, I mean, a lot of that is trial and error, right?
Yeah.
First couple of acquisitions, you learn from those, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, that's you can tell it's already smooth. Hey, so here's I don't know if there's more in the chat. I saw a lot of chats. I don't know if they're just saying hi to everybody, but because you're looking at that, Travis. But just hey, you're looking for a place to send questions, opportunities, whatever, meetings, sales at metrowireless.com, as I mentioned before. And that'll hit all of us in the sales, back office, that sort of thing. Travis, is there anything else in the chat that's got
No,
Q&A right
we
now?
answered the audience questions there first, and then filled it in with
All right.
the partner
Okay.
questions that we had received.
Well, hey, listen, I've been, again, in 30 years in the business, I've been on both sides of these events, right? I've gotten acquired. I've been on the side where we're doing the acquiring. Um, People get really nervous about it. I've seen it. And this is working out really well. It's been 2 months and we're already
Yeah.
cross-selling. It's
Yeah.
just a good, I'm going to do it hand in glove, right? If you're going to use the white glove thing, good hand in glove kind of fit here. So just, hey, keep doing what you're doing, partner community. We appreciate everything that you do to help us
We
grow
got
our
one
business.
sneaky question there at the end. Do we do
Oh,
bonded maritime?
yes.
There you go, Chris.
Yeah. Chris, reach out to me, will you, boss? Let's go. Hit me up at sales at Metro Wireless, and
Yeah,
we'll.
so Chris lives in
Hey, Chris,
Houston, and so oil and gas is obviously really big out there. So
So
yeah,
listen, those of
reach
you
out,
that have
Chris.
been,
Let's get you taken care of.
hey, brother, those that have been on Metro Wireless past webinars know that, it just is what it is. Oil, gas, energy, that vertical is a wireless company's number one vertical. Like it's here and then it drops from there. But then, and just know where those locations are, right? In fact, you'll see, I think it was Chris you said, I think you'll see Starlink perform way better out in the ocean or out in those areas because there's nearly limited congestion and interference. I'm seeing some other things coming in, Travis.
Just more on that one from Chris, just giving a little bit more color
Okay.
about the field. So yeah, no, we're good there.
Okay,
We've
awesome.
answered at least all the ones so far in Q&A, and then yeah, answered the partner ones.
Awesome. All right. Hey, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining. We look forward to seeing you on the next webinar and upcoming events. Fall's a big time for the channel, so we'll be out there in presence and numbers, and look forward to meeting and greeting again. Okay. Hey
Yeah,
guys, Keith
yeah.
and
Reach out to
Travis,
your
thanks so
contacts,
much.
everybody. Let's have some fun. Let's make this
Awesome, man.
2026. Let's end it great.
Let's go get them.
Let's go get them.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody. All right,
Thank
bye.
you.